Hi, and welcome to the content video for 4.1 comparing two quantities from course 1A Singapore Math. In this chapter, there are 5 things that you need to understand. So let's get started with the first part, which says write ratios to compare two quantities with the same unit. So we are comparing two quantities with the same unit. So let's take an example. We say 2 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So we have two quantities, right? 1 and 2. Do they have the same unit? Yes, centimeter and centimeter. So how do we write ratio? So we can write this as 2 s to 5. Okay, this is read as s2. So 2 s to 5. So we can use this to compare. So to compare, we say 2 is less than 5. So that's how you do this part. So this is how ratios are written. So you can also write this as 2 over 5. Let's go to the second part. It says write ratios to compare two quantities with different units. So here we had same unit, here it is different unit. So let's take an example. 21 centimeter and 1 meter. Can we compare them directly? Can I say 21 is bigger than 1, so 21 centimeter is more than 1 meter? No, I cannot do that because they do not have same units. So for us to compare them, the first step here is to convert them into same units. So if we keep centimeter here as a unit, we'll have to convert this into centimeter. And we know 1 meter is 100 centimeter, right? And that's 21. Now both of them have same units, just like this now. So you compare it. So 21 as to 100 we say. And we know that 21 is less than 100 and therefore 21 centimeter will be less than 1 meter because 100 centimeter is 1 meter. So that's how you do this. So whenever you have this comparison questions, watch out, be careful, make sure that the units are same. Now let's say if you have 21 centimeter and you have 1 gram, we can't compare them because they are completely different units. You cannot convert one to the other, so we cannot compare them. Now these three parts, we do it here. Use a part or a part whole bar model to show ratios. So it's part or it's part whole. Let's say here we have two numbers 32 and 19. Let this be girls and this be boys. So we have part and part here. Okay, so that's part model. So we say this is 32 as to 19. So that's part ratio. So that's how we represent part bar model in the form of a ratio. Now what's the total of this? If we add both, 32 plus 19 gives us 51. That's the total, right? So we have part whole model. So basically it's like this. That's 32, that's 19, and we write the total as 51. So how do we represent part whole? This is girls and that's boys, right? So girls to total will be 32 upon 51. That's 32 as to 51 as well. Okay. And if it was boys, we would say that's 19 over 51 or 19 as to 51. So that's how we work on this part or part whole bar model to show ratios. We go to the fourth part. In this, we have to use bar models to show fractions or ratios. If we say that x has 3 over 5 as many apples as y. Here we will do fraction as a ratio now. So we have this bar model here, that's 3, and then we go here further, that's 1 2 3 4 5, right? So that's x and that's y. So x has 3 upon 5 as many apples as y, right? So 3 and 5. So the total here is 8. So we can say x as to y is 3 as to 5. Okay, and if we want x as to total, we say that 3 as to 8 because total is 8. So that's how you represent fractions as ratios. And you can do the reverse, ratios as fractions. So for example, if we say for every 3 apples, there are 5 oranges. That's an example. So apple as to orange ratio is going to be 3 over 5, right? For every 3 apples, there are 5 oranges. Okay? And what's the total here? 3 plus 5 would be 8. So apple to total would be 3 over 8, or oranges to total would be 5 over 8. So that's how we represent ratio as a fraction. Okay, and here comes the last part. Use ratios to find how many times one number or quantity is as great as another. So for example, let's say we are talking about the weight of an apple to weight of an orange again, and let's say that's 300 and this is 30. It's grams. Okay, we can take out the common factors, right? So we know that this 0 and this 0 will be out, and 3 times 1, 3 times 10. So what's the ratio here? This is going to be 10 over 1. So we say that apple is 10 times the weight of an orange. It weighs 10 times orange. Or we could say that orange is 1/10 times of an apple, because apple is in the numerator here, so that corresponds to this. So apple is 10 times the weight of an orange, and the weight of an orange is 1/10. Look here, that's just 1 there. Okay, orange is 1/10 the weight of an apple. So this is to find how one quantity is related to another quantity in terms of how many times, right? Like 10 times, 1/10 time. So that's the idea of that section. So with this, we are done with 4.1 content video. I hope all these 5 sections are very clear to you. You're comfortable, it's not tough. They all are very much similar to each other. When we do independent practice, you will see that they are very simple, related, and easily doable. So see you soon in the independent video for this chapter. Until then, keep watching and keep learning. Goodbye.